welcome to another Infowars report by yours truly, DLAKE PREZ. Last Thursday, I went to visit with my news team, and I left power cord to my video camera at my co-investigator's home, and we're trying to get our schedules aligned so that I can pick that up. However, the show must go on. Today on Infowars, they announced the top 10 contenders in the Infowars Reporter Contest. I'd just like to remind you that those contenders are all up in the running for that $5,000 for their amazing video. They want us to choose the contestant that rocks our world. Well, I'm afraid none of those contestants are rocking my world with their one video, 1,000 views, and I'm just not seeing a lot of amazement there. Anyways, please check out my over 100 videos and my over 30 submissions during the contest. And maybe I didn't put it all into one, but if you watch my body of work, well, the job is still open, and I hope you find it impressive. Anyways, what I'd like to get to is a story. It's an article. It's an old article, and I clicked into it from someone posted a post on Alex Jones's Facebook. I was just back on Facebook and trying to find it, and I hate the new Facebook, and I couldn't find it, and it just really started to irritate me, and Facebook is just going way downhill, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sure sometimes Bruce Wayne wishes he was out kicking ass as Batman, but he's got to go into work and go into that Wayne Tower and sign papers, you know? Sometimes your alter ego bogs you down, but David Lake's busy doing a lot of things, but DLAKE from PREZ is busy covering the news, so let's do that. If you know who you are, this shout-out's for you. Look, this article is called Modern Art Was CIA Weapon. Revealed how the spy agency used unwitting artists in a cultural Cold War. Very interesting headline. And if you saw my one of my reports that was in the second round finals, artwork, and I mentioned how I especially like pop art and how I especially do not like all this blood and gore and Schwarzenegger and Angelina Jolie art that's just crap. For decades, in art circles, it was either a rumor or a joke, but now it is confirmed as a fact. The Central Intelligence Agency, known as the CIA, used American modern art, including the works of such artists as Jackson Pollock, Robert Motherwell, Willem de Kooning, and Mark Rothko, as a weapon in the Cold War, in the manner of a Renaissance prince, except that it acted secretly. The CIA fostered and promoted American abstract expressionist painting around the world for more than 20 years. Whoa, slow it down. Jackson Pollock, Willem de Kooning, Mark Rothko, Motherwell? Those are some of my favorite artists. The CIA? What are you talking about? The Independent, where this article comes from, the connection is improbable. This was a period in the 1950s and 1960s when the great majority of Americans disliked or even despised modern art. President Truman summed up the popular view when he said, "If that's art, then I'm a Hottentrott." As for the artists themselves, many were ex-communists, barely acceptable in the America of the McCarthyite era, and certainly not the sort of people normally likely to receive U.S. government backing. Why did the CIA support them? Because in the propaganda war with the Soviet Union, this new artistic movement could be held up as proof of the creativity, the intellectual freedom, and the cultural power of the U.S. Russian art, strapped into the communist ideological straitjacket, could not compete. The existence of this policy, rumored and disputed for many years, has now been confirmed for the first time by former CIA officials. Unknown to the artists, the new American art was secretly promoted under a policy known as the Long Leash. Arrangements similar in some ways to the indirect CIA backing of the journal Encounter, edited by Stephen Spender. The decision to include culture and art in the U.S. Cold War arsenal was taken as soon as the CIA was founded, dismayed at the appeal communism still had for many intellectuals and artists in the West. The new agency set up a division, Propaganda Assets Inventory, which at its peak could influence more than 800 newspapers, magazines, and public information organizations. They joked that it was like a Wurlitzer jukebox. When the CIA pushed a button, it could hear whatever tune it wanted playing across the world. That was in the late 1940s. It's 2012, my friends. There's an underlying theme to this article about the CIA, their promotions, what they funnel money into, and sure, take a look at popular music, popular art, and popular films. Right now, in the United States of America, you might be able to see through and see CIA's influence. The article at independent.co.uk continues. They get into the covert operation, how that money moved around, and all the rich people whose influence works hand in hand with the CIA. The article, Modern Art Was CIA Weapon, by Francis Stoner Saunders, on Sunday, October 22nd, 1995. So it's old school. This article, just today, June 27th, 2012, on Infowars.com, there's an article by PrisonPlanet.com, how the Illuminati controls the music industry, pop culture cannibalism, how the Illuminati is using the music industry to poison the minds of a generation of young people, symbolism, Satanism, and seduction. Why the entertainment industrial complex is one of the biggest threats we face. Paul Joseph Watson talks to singer-songwriter Teresa Wilcox, whose songs have hit the top 40 in several countries. All about this and more. And there's a video. You can see from the image in the video that it's Mr. Watson and Ms. Wilcox. They're on a split screen there, so I assume that they're doing an interview, and I'm really interested to click in and watch this, which I am intending to do here shortly. And this article, the Illuminati controls the music industry. So there's a lot of controlling going on. If you're talking about the Illuminati and you're talking about the CIA, which way is the ball rolling? You know, dung. It rolls downhill. Reading these two articles back to back, the names, Illuminati, CIA, are synonymous and interchangeable. That's the lesson that we're taking from this. It's time we separate the state and media. Disband and ban and separate the media and the state, and take our art and our movies and our culture back from big government and string pulling puppet masters. I'm DLAKE for PREZ, the Infowars Nightly News. Have a good night.
Most people still today think that all entertainment is therefore nothing more than entertainment. It never ever was that case.
What we see here is that this is actually all based up into psychological warfare done by military intelligence, wrapped up with occultism.
Disney World looks like a whole fun bunch of rides, but what we actually have here are a number of rides that are sponsored by military-industrial corporations.
Happiest place on earth, my snow white ass.
Walt Disney was hired by J. Edgar Hoover to instill mind pattern programming into the children. It was an FBI plan. It was instigated.
To really appreciate how this could be done, you need to appreciate something called trauma-based mind control. During the last war in the concentration camps of Germany, they started to perfect the manipulation of a natural mechanism in the mind that shuts out trauma.